The other major issue happening in this country, there's like 5 major issues, but one of which we're all following is the possible overturn of Roe v. Wade, and the Supreme Court justices could be handing out that decision any day now. They meet for the first time. But what's been happening over the last 10 days, we've been seeing protests outside Supreme Court justices' homes, specifically the 5 that reportedly are going to vote to overturn it. And that is happening in some cases in Virginia. So let's bring in Winsome Sears, the lieutenant governor there. Great to see you, Governor.
Good morning to you. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. So let me ask you, with these protests, how close are you allowing them, these protesters, to get to these people's homes? And we find it very disturbing, us individually, that this is happening to the people and their families when this is a court decision that should not be affected by that. Why are you, in Virginia, you guys tolerating this?
We're not tolerating it. In fact, our governor has had state police outside of the home this whole time, from the very first time it started. What we need now is for the Merrick Garland to go ahead and do his job. You saw that he sicked the police on parents when they were at the school board, right, simply trying to be heard for the safety of their children. And he won't do his job. And then we have the Commonwealth's attorney here in Virginia, also a Democrat, won't do his job. We have a section of our code, 18.2, that says this is a class 3 misdemeanor if you are protesting in a private property, on private property, outside private property. They're not doing their jobs. Yeah. What they have done is decided to decide whether or not the folks who they need to prosecute, whether they're Democrats or Republicans, and if they're of their own party, they won't do it. Folks, yeah, this is mob rule. This is America. We don't do this.
Lieutenant Governor, there's a law on the books, a federal law that says what they're doing is against the law. And to your point, this would be something that the Department of Justice would charge somebody with, and they're not doing that. I mean, the local cops, I know the governor called the local cops in Fairfax County because 3 justices live there, and they were over at Amy Coney Barrett's cul-de-sac yesterday, the protesters were. But ultimately, the local cops can't charge them with the federal thing. You need the Department of Justice, and they're not looking for the leaker, and they're not charging these people. Why is he sitting on his hands, our Attorney General?
I don't know. You should ask
Why do you
that.
think? Why do you think? Is it all political? Is it political?
Of course it's political. You should get him on your show. We have a Democrat Commonwealth's attorney who won't do his job in prosecuting under the Virginia Code. We have a Virginia Code that says this can't be done. Then we also have, as you already noted, Section 15.7 of the U.S. Code that says specifically judges are not, and Supreme Court justices are not to be attempted to be intimidated in the way that it's doing. Otherwise, it's punishable with a fine and up to 1 year in jail. Merrick Garland has not gotten off his duff and gotten the DOJ to prosecute anyone. And it's simply because they're picking winners and losers. But here's where I'm putting the blame. President Biden, you need to tell your Attorney General to go and do his job and protect the citizens of the United States of America. Ultimately, sir, this falls on you. This is on your watch. And it's all fun and games until somebody gets hurt. Yep. And then who's going to write the script for you, Mr. President, so you can read it and say that it was somebody else's fault? That's what we
he's great at that.
So Ian Pryor has a great op-ed that is on foxnews.com, and he compares how they went after parents. They called the parents, the AG called the parents terrorists, domestic terrorists, and got the FBI involved and did all this investigation of school boards, and the FBI didn't find anything. But then when it comes to this type of intimidation, they allow it. And here's some of his article. It says that the headline is Biden ignores harassment and intimidation when woke schools aren't involved. And here's a quote. He says, so now that we have seen this disturbing spike in harassment, intimidation, and threats of violence against Supreme Court justices, churches, and pro-life organizations, where is Merrick Garland? Will he be issuing a memo directing the FBI to start investigating these organizations instead of investigating parents that simply don't want their public schools teaching their 5-year-old daughters that they can become boys? What's your reaction?
all hypocrisy. There are laws for you and me because we're Republicans or whoever we are, but Democrats, they get a pass. Hunter Biden gets a pass. Anybody else, black, white, or what, your child would be in jail right now. But Hunter Biden gets a pass. This is all come down to mob rule. Either we are in America, a land of laws, or we are a woke mob ruling country. And God help us then, because what we know is that ultimately the mob comes for you. Ultimately, the mob, the revolution eats its own. And you are not safe if you stay silent. I would want the liberal justices to get thee to a microphone and say to the people who support you, go home. This is not how we do it in America. We have free speech, but a man's home is his castle. And that's, if we know our history, that was one of the faults that we had against the king, that he quartered troops in people's homes. Here we are. You can't be safe in your own home. Imagine what's happening. Your children are seeing this, and they're afraid. Your families are afraid for you. They're trying to reach you. Are you safe? Are you safe?
It just
is this
reminds
America,
me,
or is this not?
Right. It reminds me of cancel culture. It started on the left when they were sanctimoniously looking down at the rest of the culture, and then it all boomeranged and blew up in their face. Now they can't stop it. They can't staff a movie because of the political correctness and all these so-called actors and directors who don't fit the bill. So now this all could be protest in front of a Democrat's home next time, a Democrat official the next time. And then what's going to happen?
That's it. That's what I'm saying. Ultimately, the mob comes for you if you don't agree with them. So these Democrat politicians, Merrick Garland, Descano, the Commonwealth attorney here in Virginia, he is selectively enforcing the laws. And by the way, the Fairfax Board of Supervisors had been contacted by our governor to say, you need to make sure that these people are being prosecuted. And I think that the reply was, well, they're not doing anything. You see what I mean?
Yep.
There's selective prosecution, and it's all fun and games again until somebody gets hurt. We need to make sure that we have laws in Virginia that are being upheld. Otherwise, what is the purpose of the law?
Lieutenant Governor Sears, thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Get to a mirror, people. They're coming for you next. Do something. Don't stay silent.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.